Welcome back to Bear Cave Watch Reviews. I'm your host, Papa Bear, and today we'll be taking a look at the Addiesdive AD2064, affectionately known as the Retro Sword Sub Diver. This is an impressive little desk diver watch at a great price point from a brand that is really making a splash in the affordable watch market. Now, just to be clear, I did not get this sent to me by Addiesdive. I purchased this watch at the beginning of the summer, so as always, you can expect a completely unbiased review of it. As always, I will give you my pros and cons and my overall thoughts about the watch and let you know if it gets the Bear Cave seal of approval. So we're going to open it up, take a look at the specs, and go from there. Now, as usual, it does come in the Addiesdive Pelican style box. This has been with me for a while, so the stuff that came with it, the warranty card, the little information book, that's all out of there. The extra links have been put away, but we're going to go ahead and open it up. Sometimes these cases open very easily. Sometimes they're a pain. Let's just see how this one does. It's going to be a pain. Anyway, so let's open it up, pull the watch out, and see what we got. All right. So this is the watch. I'm going to put it over here so that we can take a look at the specs as well as the dimensions of the watch. It's a really nice looking vintage watch, so I'm excited to bring it to you. Now, excuse me, I do want to say this full disclosure for you before we get into it, because I always say that I buy these I've bought these watches. I have reached out to Addiesdive to become an affiliate or some sort of collaborator with them, simply because they have so many cool watches that I can easily see myself doing reviews on. So this one in particular, I paid for. So, all right, just wanted to make sure that I got that out there. So let's talk about the watch itself. It's pretty impressive. Solid stainless steel case. It does have the signed crown. The bracelet is pretty decent. Just a press class. Let me turn this over. Solid end links with the logo on the back. It's not a sterile back. One thing that I like is the different style of the crown guards. So it does have a totally different look. So that's just one thing that really I like about the watch. So now let's talk about this. The dimensions, it's a 42 millimeter case, but it really doesn't wear that big. Obviously, it's got the Seiko movement in it, so you know it's going to be reliable, robust, and easily serviceable if you need to. And check out that dial. Just a really good looking vintage inspired dial. I like the patina on the indices and the numbers. It's a little bit different from all the other subby homages out there. The Arabic numbers at 6 and 9 give it a different look. The handset, different. So that's also very, very cool. The bracelet is good. It has plenty of micro adjustments, you know. And one thing that I really like is the price. This watch right now on the Addiesdive site is about 140 bucks. So that's great. I'm going to put it on wrist now. All right, so here it is on my wrist. Wears very, very nicely. It's not very, very thick, so it's got just the right amount of heft to it. It's not very heavy. Again, just a really good looking watch. And I've said this before in a couple other reviews, so I'm just going to repeat it. I think one thing that these Chinese factories are doing that's really just awesome is how much watch you get for the price. This watch for 140 bucks gives you features that Seiko, Citizen, Casio aren't doing at that price point, or even at a much higher price point. So the sapphire crystal, Seiko doesn't do that at this price point or even close. Solid end links, Seiko 5s, even some Orients, Casio, Citizen, Their bracelets do not come with the solid end links, so that's something too. And the overall look right now, and I'm not trying to bash Seiko by saying, picking on them, but they're just doing re-releases and re-releases and re-releases, slapping the term limited edition on them, and they're not really doing anything original. At least this one has some originality to it, and it's just a really cool overall looking watch. So now let's talk about the things that I really, really like about this watch. Let me just clean it up a little bit here for you. Get it all shiny. There you go. Just a really good looking watch. Of course, this is subjective because these are my opinions, but the case size, great case size. It should work for pretty much everybody. Even at 42, it's not overly big, like I said. The movement inside, Seiko movement, workhorse, it's good stuff. The dial, love me that dial. I love the look of it. I like that it's different. The handset's different. The lume on this watch is surprisingly good, and I do have a lume shot that I am going to put in this review for you so you can see it. One thing that I do love about the design is that it's not a direct sub-homage. It has its own personality, which just makes it a cool looking watch. And again, the price for 140 bucks, you'd be hard pressed to find something that has all that at the same time. Now let's talk about something that we don't like about the watch, or could improve on. The clasp is just your standard basic press clasp. At this price point, especially with other watches that Addiesdive does, they should have a milled clasp, in my opinion. And there's no on-the-fly adjustment. And then the other thing that I personally, a lot of people are not fans of the Cyclops. I like the Cyclops, and you can see there that it does a good job of magnifying. And the reason that this one does such a good job is because it's a 3x and not a 2.5 like most Submariner homages are. So that is one thing that I wish they would improve on. The bezel action on the watch is decent. No backplay, which is awesome. So that's something that I do like. But overall, I would say that I'm really happy with the watch. I have no issues recommending it to anyone looking for a well-made desk diver. And it can go in the water. It's one of those things that it can go in the water. So again, for the money, pretty impressive watch. Now, would this watch get the Bear Cave seal of approval? Yes, it would. Several reasons for it. Number one, price. For $140, you're getting sapphire crystal, solid end links, a good case, nice movement, original design, and just a different look from your everyday black Submariner homage. That alone, I mean, that's great. And number two, like I said, it's a different flair. So I like that when I look for watches. Okay. I think it's a great looking watch. I think it's very well spec'd. And again, these are my opinions, but that's one of the reasons that I like to do these, is because I want to bring you watches. I haven't seen many reviews on this watch online. So I said, since I own it, let's do it. I will have links to the watch in the description. I don't have an affiliate link to Addiesdive. Like I said, this is just basically me sharing. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you know somebody that likes watches and wants to see some different reviews, send them over my way. Follow me on all my social media platforms, because I post as much stuff as I can regularly. And just thank you for being part of the Bear Cave Nation. This is Papa Bear. We'll see you next time.